Okay, well here's a heat problem where we've got a sample of copper absorbing some heat, and we see that we're given a temperature rise, and what we want to do is figure out what is the mass in kilograms of the copper sample given the specific heat capacity of the copper. So first thing we want to do is just write down some of the things that we know because we're given in the problem. So we know that the heat is equal to 43.6 kilojoules. We know that our delta T is equal to a positive 75 because we were told the temperature went up. We know that we have a specific heat that's equal to 0.385 joules per gram degree C, and what we're looking for is the mass. Okay, so we know that we have an equation that relates all these. We have heat is equal to mass times C times delta T. And so let's see what we can do. One of the things we want to do is to take our heat measurement and put it into joules. Notice that my heat unit is kilojoules, and then my specific heat unit is joules. So we want to make sure that those two things are the same. And so to do that, we're just going to say that our heat is equal to 43.6 kilojoules times 1,000 joules for every 1 kilojoule, and that gives us 43,600 joules of heat. Okay, so now we can plug everything in to where we know it belongs, and so we have 43,600 joules is equal to our mass, which is what we're looking for, times our specific heat, which is 0.385 joules per gram degree C, times my delta T, which is 75.0 degrees Celsius. And I start getting some units canceling here. My degrees Celsius cancels, which is nice. And so now we can go on and write, we'll calculate the value over here on the right. And so we have 43,600 joules is equal to mass times, and we get to 28.875 joules per gram. And so then I just need to divide by the 28.875 joules per gram on both sides, and it leaves me with grams. And I get an answer of 1,510 grams is equal to the mass. The problem asks for the mass in kilograms, so we have to make sure that we do that. So we have 1510 grams times 1 kilogram for every 1,000 grams, and so that ends up being 1.51 kilograms.